Right now on Up with KREM, it's a weather impact alert day. As extreme heat makes a big return to the area, I'm tracking the multiple records that are set to fall during this latest stretch of hot weather.
We knew it was a possibility at some point for anywhere that you are, just never thought it would happen to us.
A winery closing down after a devastating fire near the town of Julietta. This morning with the business plans for their remaining bottles.
And I just need a little hope. I just need a little hope in life. And the art really helped me find that.
Plus a new art installation near downtown Spokane. This morning, the artists behind the murals.
Up with KREM begins now.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here at 6 a.m. on this Thursday morning. I'm Channing Curtis. Let's get right over to meteorologist Thomas Patrick on this weather impact alert day because, Thomas, you're telling us it's going to get dangerously hot around here.
Yeah, it's going to be another one of those stretches of weather where our temperatures climb into not just the 90s, but the triple digits. Usually we only average about 1, maybe 2 100-degree days a year. Well, I'm forecasting a 7th by this Friday. And that's why we have excessive heat warnings that are now going into effect as of today, and they'll last for at least the next 3 days here. I do think we'll have another extension to, at minimum, heat advisories through Sunday and Monday as well, as I do believe this heat wave will last another 5 days, with today being the first of it. 98 degrees in Spokane is a noticeable tick up from yesterday. It will start to feel quite hot outside, but the worst is still yet to come. It's looking like Friday is going to be our hottest of days. But right now it's 67 degrees. Our low temperature has been 66 so far today. So a very mild and warm start to the day, ending with those temperatures deep into the 90s.
Well, these high temperatures can be incredibly dangerous if you're not careful, especially as they head back into the hundreds. So here are some hacks to staying cool this week. If you're having trouble cooling down, use an ice pack on your pulse points. That's where your blood vessels are closer to the skin surface. Columbia's Climate School recommends doing this on your wrists, your neck, elbows, feet, thighs, and even on your head. Now, if you don't have an ice pack with you, you can just put a wet washcloth into the freezer and use that instead. Plus, we all know that keeping our houses cool during this time of year can definitely cost you. So try to avoid using appliances that give off a lot of heat. Those are things like your oven, your stovetop, your washer, dryer, and even your dishwasher. All of those appliances give off a lot of extra heat. So instead of using those, try to use a microwave or an outdoor grill to cook. And if you have to wash your clothing, use cold water and air dry them, or just do your laundry at night. Well, this morning, we're continuing to track several wildfires burning across our region. Right now, level 1 get ready and level 2 get set evacuations are still in place for the lower Granite fire near Pomeroy. This fire started on Monday. It's now burned over 14,000 acres and is 50% contained as of this morning. And level 3 go now evacuations for the Swawilla fire are still in place for the town of Keller. That's according to DNR. The nearly 49,000 acre fire is 60% contained at this time. According to DNR, the Keller ferry is only open to those who live in the area or to those who need to evacuate. And after days under level 3 evacuations, the dust is starting to clear for the community in Julietta. The Gwynn fire swept through the area, taking with it homes and even local businesses. Those evacuations have now all been dropped to level 1 as crews work to contain the nearly 30,000 acre fire. Now, we just learned from the Idaho Department of Lands that this fire is now 65% contained. But Coulter's Creek Winery announced just this week that the damage that they suffered was just too great. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy spoke with one of the owners who says they are closing down for good.
Remains of the fire are still not extinguished.
We knew it was a possibility at some point for anywhere that you are, just never thought it would happen to us.
Melissa Sanborn's owned Coulter's Creek Winery in Julietta for nearly 18 years and has never had a fire hit her so close to home.
The fires kind of started building and coming this way as the winds picked up. It got really windy. And our staff let us know around noon, started sending us photos and letting us know what was going on.
The Gwynn fire, located south of Julietta, burned an estimated 28,000 acres according to the Idaho Department of Lands so far, and is still working to be fully contained, destroying Sanborn's winery to a point of no return.
The whole thing's going to have to be demoed. The fire started on the south end of the building, what we think is the production area and our crush pad.
Burned up wine bottles, barrels, and a couple of cars were taken out from the fire destroying an estimated 20,000 gallons of product, as Sanborn waits to meet with her insurers to assess. A difficult meeting as she's planning next steps.
Our biggest thing is we're going to sell what little inventory we have left up in our tasting room in Moscow. All those funds will go directly to our employees.
Employees who are looking for new work as the winery itself has to shut down for good.
There's no wine to sell. We'll sell what little we have left and try to generate enough to keep them funded for as long as possible.
For the Sanborn family, they say they have the resources to move on from the winery and are using what they have left to give back, what the winery's been doing since before the fire.
We've been down here digesting this for a few days. It's like we need to just slow down and take this day by day.
In Julietta, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
It is 6:06 right now. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. The Pullman father suspected of kidnapping his 2-year-old daughter was just booked into the Whitman County Jail yesterday. Aaron Ong is now facing international kidnapping charges. He was arrested in Mexico earlier this month with his daughter and his fiance 1 month after skipping a custody exchange. His fiance, Nadia Cole, is not facing any charges at this time. The man arrested after a Northeast Spokane SWAT standoff on Tuesday night appeared in court yesterday. According to court documents, 58-year-old Randall Bushell drove up to a woman who was sitting in her car and fired a shotgun at her. The woman said she ducked and was not hit. Bushell was arrested after a 6-hour standoff near Minnehaha Park. He's now facing multiple charges, including first-degree assault and drive-by shooting. His bond is set at $300,000. Well, a local winery and restaurant is getting their flowers this morning. Arborcrest Wine Cellars just announced they were voted number 2 for Best Winery Restaurant in USA Today's 10 Best. In an Instagram post, they thanked everyone who voted for them and their incredible team of nationally recognized chefs and kitchen staff. Congratulations to Arborcrest. And No Lie Brewhouse is looking for a new name for their newest ale created by Eastern Washington University. And there's a big prize for the winning name. You can submit a name for their newest EWU-themed beer for a chance to win 4 VIP passes to the EWU versus Idaho State game in November. The beer will be served at the No Lie Brewhouse right here in Spokane. And that's a look at your morning rush.
6:07 as we take you outside. A pleasant morning, always enjoyable to get a few cooler hours of the day, especially before the high heat returns, and it returns in a big way later on today. Current temperatures in the 60s now between Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Even that is 5 degrees warmer than it was last hour. So that early morning sunshine already starting to warm us up very quickly. We're upper 90s today, so we'll have weather impact alert days from today through Monday, as that is how long our next heat wave is going to last, up to 104. The hottest day of which is going to be tomorrow on Friday. This is going to be easily a record-breaking day across the inland Northwest. In fact, we'll show you where those records stand all throughout our various cities here locally in my full forecast coming up.
All right, if you are waking up and getting ready to head out the door this morning on your commute, we're taking a live look right now at I-90 and Division. Of course, right there smack dab in the middle of downtown Spokane. Of course, we're looking at no traffic issues or congestion at this time of the morning, which is always a good thing at this early in the morning especially. Of course, we'll keep you updated on if anything changes with the traffic situation all morning long here on Up with KREM.
Hopefully you see connection and love and beauty in this mural.
Brightening up downtown. In the next 5 minutes on Up with KREM, hear from the artists behind new murals at Sarnac Commons.